Good morning, friends. It's Saturday, the 29th of March, 2025, and it's time for your news from the economic section of the Shafaq News website. Iraq to supply Lebanon with fuel for 6 months. Iraqi Prime Minister Mohammed Shia al-Sudani announced on Saturday that he has approved a 6-month exception for Lebanon to receive fuel supplies. Al-Sudani's media office reported that the decision follows a phone conversation with Lebanese Parliament Speaker Nabi Berri, during which al-Sudani reiterated Iraq's support for Lebanon's security and stability and committed to contributing to its reconstruction. Al-Sudani acknowledged Berri's active role in Lebanon's political landscape, particularly in rejecting ongoing criminal assaults, citing recent attacks in Beirut as part of aggressive attempts by foreign entities to provoke conflict. Berri expressed his gratitude for Iraq's supportive stance towards Lebanon and emphasized the importance of maintaining communication in various fields. In July 2021, Lebanon and Iraq signed an agreement for Lebanon to import 1 million tons of fuel oil to alleviate the country's electricity crisis, with the first shipment arriving in September 2021. Lebanon's debts to Iraq exceed $1 billion, including unpaid crude oil dues dating back to 2003, yet Iraq continues to provide oil, considering Lebanon's difficult economic situation. Iraq ranks 5th in Turkish imports. According to Turkey's statistical agency, Iraq ranked 5th in February among the countries importing from Turkey. In a report received by Shafaq news agency, Turkey's exports totaled $20.76 billion, reflecting a 1.6% decline, while imports rose by 2.4% to $28.53 billion compared to the same period in 2024. Germany was the top export partner at $1.69 billion, followed by the UK at $1.25 billion and the US at $1.19 billion. Italy came fourth with exports amounting to $1.9 billion, while Iraq's imports from Turkey reached $1.011 billion. Together, the 5 largest importers accounted for 30% of Turkey's total exports in February 2025. Iraq primarily imports goods and food supplies from neighboring countries, especially Turkey and Iran. Gold prices surge in Iraq. On Saturday, March 29, 2025, both foreign and Iraqi gold prices saw a significant and unprecedented increase in Baghdad and Erbil markets. According to Shafaq news agency, the wholesale price for a 21-karat Gulf, Turkish, and European gold mithqal unit of weight in Baghdad reached 643,000 dinars for selling and 639,000 dinars for buying. The price for a 21-karat Iraqi gold mithqal was 613,000 dinars for selling and 609,000 dinars for buying. Retail shops in Baghdad reported selling 21-karat Gulf gold mithqal between 645,000 and 655,000 dinars, while Iraqi gold mithqal sold between 615,000 and 625,000 dinars. In Erbil, prices also rose sharply, with gold selling at 730,000 dinars for 24-karat, 600,000 dinars for 22-karat, 640,000 dinars for 21-karat, and 548,000 dinars for 18-karat gold. International gold prices surged to a record high above 3,070 per ounce amid ongoing concerns over expanding trade wars, particularly due to new tariffs on all car imports enforced by the U.S. Iraq's oil exports to Jordan. Iraq exported over 729,000 barrels of oil to Jordan in the last 2 months, as reported by SOMO, the national oil marketing company. This amount reflects a 23% decrease compared to 897,000 barrels in the same period last year. However, oil exports to Jordan increased in February, reaching nearly 420,000 barrels compared to about 310,000 barrels in December. In August 2023, Jordan and Iraq agreed to increase imports from 10,000 to 15,000 barrels per month, raising the total from 300,000 to 450,000 barrels, which covers roughly 10% of Jordan's crude oil needs. Increase in dollar exchange rate in Iraq. The exchange rate of the US dollar rose in Baghdad and Erbil on Saturday, marking the start of the week. In the Kifa and Harithia exchanges, the dollar traded at 147,400 Iraqi dinars per $100, up from 147,150 dinars earlier in the week. Local currency exchanges in Baghdad reported selling the dollar for 148,500 dinars and buying it for 146,500 dinars. Although Erbil does not trade during holidays, some open shops recorded a selling price of 147,400 dinars per $100 and buying at 147,000 dinars. Oil expert analyzes Iraqi export decline. Oil expert Hamza Johari attributed the decline in Iraq's oil exports in February to the shorter month, which only has 28 days. He noted that if February were calculated based on a 30 or 31-day month, exports could have been significantly higher by approximately 7 million barrels, as the daily average was about 3.4 million barrels. The Ministry of Oil announced that total oil exports for February reached approximately 95.114 million barrels, marking a reduction of nearly 8 million barrels compared to January. Basra crude oil prices rise. Basra crude oil, both heavy and medium grades, has recorded gains for the third consecutive week. On Friday's trading session, heavy Basra crude closed at $71.33, reflecting an increase of 41 cents, achieving a weekly gain of $1.29, 1.84%. Meanwhile, medium Basra crude also rose by 41 cents to $74.38, with the weekly gain being $1.29, 1.6%. Brent and American crude oil also saw weekly gains driven by expectations of a global supply deficit amid increased U.S. pressure on Venezuelan and Iranian oil trades. And that ends all the economic news from the Shafaq News website. We hope this brings value to your day. If so, please like and subscribe, and ring the bell to be notified when our reports are uploaded. Thank you for joining us, and have a great Saturday.